We've just got our room in Angsana, room 1424. We've just checked in, bags are in the room, and as soon as you walk in, you're greeted with some essential oils here. We had to pick which essential oil that we wanted. We've got a little mirror here as soon as you walk in, and a little desk if you want to put your keys or your bags or whatever you want. We've got actually a 2-level room. I think it's called a Loft Lagoon room that we got. It's a beautiful room. It's not as modern as the room that we had inside, but it's much larger, being the 2 levels, and you're overlooking the lagoon rather than looking the beach. We'll go out onto the balcony soon, but we've got some tanning beds, which we definitely didn't have at Sai, and a lot of room on that balcony for us to sort of hang out and yeah, just spend some time there during the day if we want a bit of privacy. We'll go out on the balcony soon. First of all, you've got a little chair there, some welcome fruits that they've put on the table, as well as a little bit of a note. It's a no smoking room, I think, unless you're on the balcony, but you can't smoke inside this room. Here you've got a little sofa, the phone, a massive TV, much bigger than I expected, to be honest, an LG TV. And over here, you've got a downstairs toilet, a little sink here, as well as some glasses. You've got your tea, your coffee machine there, and underneath you've got a fridge with some Evian waters, some cans of various soft drinks, as well as some beers as well. I think they may be complimentary, but I will check that. Actually, no, they're not. There's the price list of all the units in there, and how good, there are some ants on the price list, which I'll just get rid of because it's a bit worrying. Yeah, there's a bunch of ants in the fridge here, babe. All over the fridge.
Ants?
Yeah. You can see them. Come look. There's ants in there. It's not a very good 5-star experience as soon as you get in. And here you get a bin underneath the sink. But I think we'll just call up these people and let them know we've got some ants on our fridge, just to see what they can do about that, because I don't really feel comfortable about that, or putting anything in there, or having any food around the room if that's going to be the case. Now, you've got a sink here, which is a little bit more old school mirror, and you get a Cotto toilet. Open the toilet, it's filled up with water, so you've got to be careful of splashing. Angsana towel there, which is nice. And we'll walk up the stairs. Moving up the stairs, 2 flights, 3 flights of stairs to get up to the room. And as soon as you walk in, you've got a massive mirror here. Now, the mirror's a bit dirty. I don't know if you can see that there, but there is sort of marks all over the mirror, which is another thing just to be mindful of if you do choose to stay here. There may be marks on your mirror because it's a bit of an older hotel. In here, you've got your safe, you've got your washing bag, put that there. Some shoe horns and brushes, I guess, for your shoes. And then some storage in here to put your clothes in. And in here you've got some slippers, some robes, some umbrellas, some hanging space. Looking down at the slippers, the ironing board. Here you can sort of lay out your clothes as well. And a massive king-size bed. So not too bad of a bed. The bed looks nice. And you've got a desk up here too with a chair. We know what that chair's for, not to be used here. And we've got a phone there. And not just that, you've got an upstairs balcony. So when you wake up in the morning, if you want to, you can just have a look at this balcony. It's like a dead bug within the drapes. So some things that they've got to sort of look at in terms of the room. especially if you're checking in for the first time. It's not the best feeling seeing some bugs and ants and whatever everywhere, but it's all right. We'll sort of get that sorted and we'll see what happens if they do sort it out, and we'll let you know. As soon as we walked in, the safe didn't work, so we had to get someone to come and fix that. So you'll just undo that lock and we'll open the door. And let's see what we got outside here on the balcony. So it's not too small of a balcony. You can sort of step out here during the mornings and have a look at that beautiful lagoon. The room's all by your side, and that lagoon is beautiful. And if you can see there, you've got more rooms across. And we'll just go downstairs. And here we've got the upstairs bathroom. Having a look at it, you've got all your amenities there: shampoo, conditioner, gel. You've got your liquid soap, body lotion like every other hotel, tissue box there, which is nice, so it's a tissue bag. You've got your shower caps, vanity kit, and what I assume is the toothbrush and toothpaste, and then you've got a hand towel, face towel. There's one of these mirrors, big mirror here, which is same as downstairs bathroom. Then you've got a couple of towels there. Strange that they put them on top of the toilet. When you flush, that's going to go up and hit the towels, but that's a really strange spot. Haven't seen that before in any hotel. And then you've got a Cotto toilet. Outdoor shower is something that's pretty cool that we have here. So we can sort of use that. You just push it out, come back in if you want to use it. Now you've also got the indoor shower. And that's pretty cool. So similar to Sai, it's not built into the roof, but it's easy enough to use, and all the stuff's in there too. You've also got another full body mirror behind, so if for the ladies when they're going out, you can sort of just cruise around and have a look at yourselves, as well as this one. Seeing as the one in the bathroom doesn't have any marks, that's a good sign. But that's basically the room. Upstairs, we'll go downstairs and we'll have a look at the outside balcony downstairs. And let's have a look at what we got out here. So you've got the two day beds and it's pretty weird that you can sort of see into the other room's day bed as well. You've got a table, two day beds, and over here overlooking that beautiful lagoon. Once again, having a look at it all the way across. Very, very beautiful. It's a massive hotel, and I think we're pretty lucky to be on the lagoon because the beach is just there. There's bars over there, there's pools over there, and there's like massive fitness centre. It's got absolutely everything that you could basically want to need for you to not leave this hotel. Some beautiful beach bars. There's a massive new beach bar that just opened next door to the hotel that is affiliated with it, called Rava. So we're excited to see what that's like. Probably take some videos of Rava as well, just to get a bit of a vibe. But that's the room in a nutshell. Tomorrow we'll head to breakfast and we'll give you a bit of a review of that, and I'll do a bit of a walkthrough tomorrow too. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching the video. As you can see, it wasn't the best experience going through the room. We ended up staying one night out of 4 in Angsana, and the next day we ended up getting a refund and going back to Sai to try and get another room there, which we were successful at. But just on Angsana, I just wouldn't recommend it, or that room specifically, the loft room. They're very outdated. Like the furniture was had chips on them, not just the beds, but the chairs downstairs, the lounges, the table. The ant situation on the fridge, that was terrible. I couldn't believe that when I saw it, as you can sort of see from my reaction in the video. And there was a lot more ants than what you could see in the video as well. So looking through the fridge, it was fine. Closing the fridge and seeing those ants, that was really, really surprising. And the way they fixed it, they just called someone in to literally bug spray all over the fridge in that little sort of area around the fridge, and they just wiped it, and that was supposed to make everything okay, but the whole room just stunk of bug spray for the whole night. And we had to leave the room as soon as the lady did it because it was just unbearable, because all you could smell was bug spray. So that wasn't good. The bugs in the drapes, that was terrible. The mirrors had mold all over them. The downstairs mirror, the upstairs mirror. Basins in the bathroom were chipped. The shower head, there was no pressure from the water in the shower, from the top and the other regular shower head. And it was sort of coming off the wall. It was as if the shower wasn't meant for use, and we couldn't use the outdoor shower because of the weather. It was raining. So not their fault, but still the fact that the shower was a bit broken was not good. Just didn't feel like a 5-star resort. If anything, it felt more like 3, maybe 4, if you could say that. And then the next morning we went to breakfast. I wanted to record that, but I just didn't. I sort of had a sour and a bad taste in my mouth already from the night that we had just had. But went into breakfast, had that. They had like hundreds of people eating breakfast at the same time, and there was only one chef making eggs, and you had to wait 15 minutes just to even order an egg. And then by the time the chef made it, they were like making 6 or 8 at a time, and she just was very overwhelmed by the amount of people that were around her. So, and it just felt like around the whole hotel there wasn't enough staff for the size and the amount of people that they have staying there. So it just didn't feel like a 5-star. Yeah, they had some like cool stuff around the hotel. The pools were okay, but not much in terms of excitement around the pools. They have that Rava Beach Club, which does look beautiful, but because it was raining, we couldn't really go out and enjoy the beach club. And then they had a few other restaurants and bars within the hotel, but half the alcohol you couldn't order it at the bar because the taps were empty, and it wasn't even like, it was just middle of the day type stuff and weekend, and you couldn't order a beer, which was a bit annoying, but that's okay. We ended up leaving, and in terms of what we did, went to Sai, we got another room, they gave us an upgrade, and you'll see that in the next video. I don't want to reveal too much about it, but yeah, that was a much better experience, similar to the first video that we did about Sai. But we'll show you the other room that we had. Based on my experience, I probably wouldn't recommend Angsana for you to stay at. It's probably more so if you have heaps of kids and you want to stay there, but I still probably would recommend you go somewhere else and experience it, because it is quite expensive in comparison to, like, it was more expensive than us staying at Sai, and we had the club room option at Sai. So I'd probably say definitely spend your money at Sai in comparison to Angsana if you did want to stay in the Bangtao area. Or you could just go elsewhere, Katathani, somewhere else. Like, you can try out Mai Khao, you can try out Coron. But yeah, I just wouldn't recommend you stay there, especially not in that loft room that we stayed in. Didn't feel welcoming. All the red flags that we listed in the video, plus there were a few more. Yeah, that was it. Probably say it was more 3-star, 4-star, 3.5-star potentially, with the experience that we had. Thanks for watching.